Hello. Oh, that's right. Ain't nobody up there yet.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
Coming.
I'm sorry. Nobody's up here yet, so I'm gonna just talk to myself and my wife here for a quick sec.
Can you stand the rain?
Yeah, I've been standing.
Whatever. What does that say?
It says, do you want to tag John Struthers in this video? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and tag myself in this video. You know what I'm saying?
You're tagged.
I'm tagged.
You're tagged.
Tag, you're it.
There should be others tagged in here, right?
I don't know. Possible. Uh-oh. People coming up. People coming.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome. We'll be getting started here in just a moment. Today's song choice is Can You Stand the Rain?
Camilla Perry, hi.
Can You Stand the Rain?
Ari Shay, hi.
By New Edition.
Baby girl.
So, Can You Stand the Rain? Can you stand the rain?
You stand the rain?
That's what I'm asking. Can you stand the rain?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been standing it for this long.
No, don't try to take my line.
What?
Don't try to take my line.
Ever. Hi, Reese PC, JB, in effect, all the way from Philly. Bug Pivot, hey. How's it going?
We'll be getting started in just a moment, so guys, just bear with us for one quick sec.
One moment.
While we're waiting to start, just enjoy the music. Can you hear it? Let me
Can you
turn
stand
it
the
up
rain? Heaven needs to be done.
So just enjoy the music for a sec.
This one, I think some people pop up here to see if we're going to do the $50 thingy and then they pop back off.
It's possible.
But we tricking them up because we may do it in the middle or at the end. Marsha Cooper, hi. How's it going?
You ready?
Hey, let's do this.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut the music down just a little bit. Just remember, sunny days, everybody loves them. But tell me, can you
stand the rain?
Stand the rain. Here's looking at you, kid.
Hi,
all right,
everybody.
thank you guys for tuning in with us for Deneo, or another segment of Deneo with John and Renee. I apologize. Actually, we apologize to you guys. I know that we've been MIA for the last 2 weeks.
Hi, Sheena.
We've been MIA for the last 2 weeks. However, we've been transitioning from Texas back to Virginia. And so we've been, kind of tied up the last 2 weeks. But we're back.
Whew.
But we're back,
Still not settled, but we're back.
Still not settled, but we're making it do what it do. So thank you guys for tuning in with us for yet another segment of Deneo with John and Renee. As always, it's your boy, John. And this is my lovely wife, Renee. Say hello to the people.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. All right, today's segment is titled, what's the title?
Embracing Marital Change.
Embracing Marital Change. I came up with the title and I forgot, so I apologize. But now today's segment is Embracing Marital Change. As always, I'm going to let my wife go first, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring it up from the rear. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. For those of you who are, thank you, baby. For those of you who are tuning in at the moment, Deneo simply means divorce is not an option. That's the acronym for it. Okay, it's going to be that type of party today. Alrighty, it means divorce is not an option. And it's, short for Deneo, D-I-N-A-O. Deneo with John and Renee.
Correct.
I'm going first.
I always let you come first.
Ladies first. Again, good afternoon. We do apologize. We miss you guys the last 2 weeks. We missed you. Thank you.
Yes.
Deneo Connectors. DCs.
We ain't talking about sneakers.
DCs. Yes, we are silly. We love laughing. We're going to have fun. You're going to learn different things about us. We're going to be an open book and just let you have it. So, hey, stay connected with us. Today's segment, again, I apologize. The last 2 weeks we did not come on. We were transitioning.
Yes.
And we could not do it. We could have done it on the road, but we could not do it.
We were in separate vehicles.
Hey, look at you guys, still staying connected.
Look at us now.
Look at us. Look at you now. Stop it. Today's segment, Embracing Marital Change. Embracing marital change. We know that when you first get married, everybody put on their soft spot. would you say?
I mean, you can say
Front.
southpaw. You can front.
Yeah.
They be fronting with no front to their
When,
mouth.
when you meet your significant plus one, you know, we're always keying and laughing and some people disguise their voices. Oh, well, I still have my baby voice all the time. Or whatever. And he told me my crocodile tears don't work, but they do. Anyway, so, you know, if I would say, put up a front when we first meet. We don't know each other. You know, you get to learn each other. So putting up that front, later on, the real you comes out. Okay? And me, I guess you could say, did I put up a front? I know I passed gas in front of you as soon as we met. Yes. I'm not going to order a salad. I'm going to get a steak, a lobster, or anything like that. I don't like lobster, but a steak, shrimp, or whatever. I'm going to do what I have to do. I'm going to pass gas in front of you. I'm going to chew my food. I'm going to order my food. Some people get the Nicoy salad and eat little pieces like they're a rabbit. You know, no, I'm going to be me. So I happened to pass gas in front of my husband. And another one came and I did it again. And he was like, what the? And so he ended up waiting a couple of seconds and he bent over and he passed gas at him. I was like, what are you doing? He was like, right back at you, I guess.
Gotcha.
White chicks were.
Gotcha.
So, yes, we do not put up a front in front of each other. We go ahead. We say what we have to say, whether it's embarrassing, you know, we opened up or however. So when most people first meet, you know, you don't see the real them. Later on down the line, you get to find out the person who leaves a pile of clothes at the foot of the bed and won't get them up, and the laundry basket's right there beside them, you know. And I'm not calling out any names.
Yo, hold on one second.
So if anybody...
okay, we're back.
Whatever. Anyway, or who won't do this or won't do that. At one point in our relationship, when we first met now, okay, I'm going to just keep it real. I had to use the restroom. Hi, baby girl. She just came in. I had to use the restroom. Number 2, yes. So I said, baby, I said, you want to come in here with me and sit down on the bathtub with me? You know, while I finish doing number 2, we're the type he could be doing number 2. I can brush my teeth and all that kind of stuff and come on out of there. And yes, he stinks. Anyway, so I went on, I was doing number 2. He came on in the bathroom. He sat down on the stool while I was doing number 2, and we had conversation.
That was pre-draws, y'all.
Fast forward a little bit later, I was in the restroom using it, and I said, you want to come in here with me? He said, heck no, I ain't coming in there. You stink. And I was like, wait a minute. I said, you changed. And I said, well, why did you do that at the beginning, you know, and then now you don't want to come in there with me while I'm doing number 2 or whatever? And he told me, I said, well, what was the purpose of doing that? He said, because I wanted to continue getting the draws. So he said, he wanted to continue getting the draws. Okay, well, maybe I should hold back and not give him any since he won't come in there with me now and sit down and hold conversation with me. Also, he would wash the car every Saturday and the whole 9. And right after that, a little bit later, the car was being washed every other Saturday. So I said, wait a minute, because I don't want to ride in a dirty car now. We've been traveling here right now, so hey. And I'm changed from that. But at the beginning, OCD. I don't want to ride in a dirty car, da-da-da-da-da. And so I said, you changed.
You changed.
You know, and it was, other things that went about that he did. I remember one time, my husband opens up the door for me, okay? And when it rained, I guess he turned into sugar or whatever and didn't want to get wet.
I ain't got no sugar.
So, you don't have no sugar in your tank?
H to the no.
Okay. I know you don't.
I know I don't.
And so he was dropping me off at Walmart and it was raining. So he reached over on my side, opened up the door, and was letting me out right then. So I got out and I was looking, and he grabbed the door and shut it from the inside. Okay. So I said, what did I say?
You changed.
You changed.
You changed.
You changed. Okay, now, keep in mind now, don't get me wrong. My husband, I have a beautiful husband. Thank God for Jesus. God opened up the heavens and dropped them down. Thank you, Jesus. In all of this, knowing that, yes, we're getting older. I'm still 27. You know, at the time, maybe I was 18, you know, when we met. Anyway, and we're getting older. Things change. When things change, I have to learn to embrace those changes. Okay, he was cleaning up the house and doing this, and now when I come in, maybe he's sitting down or however, or different things like that. So things change, and as time go on, things change. We learn new things every day. Okay, well, he doesn't like that. I didn't know he didn't like that. We learn different things. We're still together. He's not going anywhere. I've learned to embrace change because my husband has flaws. I have flaws. My husband have flaws. I love his flaws because I be tripping. You know, I can look over there if you're picking your nose or something, and I just shake my head and finish looking at TV. Most of the time, I pull a wipe out and toss a wipe to him and say, "Wipe your hands." But I know you're not getting up.
What happened?
Anyway, excuse me, I'm talking, and you know we're not supposed to cut people off. Do I ever come into your part?
Again.
So we keeping it real. Look, so just you have to learn to embrace change and don't look at them like, you know, he's a stranger or she's a stranger. And just learn to, if you love them, and if it bothers you that bad, communicate. Baby, I remember a time when you used to do this. You know, I miss that. Because it's a way to say things too. I remember when you did this, or I remember when we did this, and you know, I kind of miss that. As opposed to sitting there huffing and puffing and you're in a mode and you know how we women do. What's wrong with you, baby? Nothing. And you know they already know. So just learn to embrace change. When change comes, embrace it. Just continue to love on your plus one, significant plus one, so I'm calling it today. And go from there. That's it. You go, baby.
Y'all, I'm embracing change right now. This is how it looks. No, but on a serious note, you know, she talked on a few things, touched on a few things. I would come back and rebuttal, but you know what? You know, I ain't gonna be petty like that, you know. But I will say this.
Go for it.
But I will say this though. One thing that you have to realize and understand, like she said in the very beginning of the relationship, you know, if it's a good person, they learn their mate. And, you know, you go on and you say, you know, hey, you know, I know my husband likes this or my wife likes this, you know, or I know they don't like this or this, that, and this and that. But like she said, you know, over time, things change. And we're at one point, and I'll use us for an example, you know, how at the beginning of our relationship, I studied my wife. You know, I had an A in naology. You know what I'm saying? I studied my wife to the point to where, you know, I would know what she wanted before she even had to ask for it. You know, or, you know, some things that she may have been thinking or what have you. But over time, you know, and like she said, you know, she's still 27 years old. When we met, she was 27 and she's still 27 now. But but over time, people change. And if I'm not observing the changes that are in my wife or that's in our relationship, what happens is we grow, we continue to grow. And like Pastor preached today, you know, you continue to grow, but you stay in a certain point, you know, well, you just have to listen to the message from this morning. But anyway, the marriage continues to grow. And if you're not observing those changes, you may look up one day and you're like, where the heck is my wife? Well, you weren't doing your job in understanding that over time people change. And my wife changed. And because my wife changed and I wasn't paying attention, I have a whole new person that I have to learn now. But if you're continuously walking it out and, you know, understanding, communicating, understanding, okay, you know, at one point, you know, she used to like when I rubbed her feet. You know, now her feet are just extremely ticklish, you know, so maybe I won't rub her feet right now.
That's the truth.
Maybe I'll just rub her calf muscles, you know, or, you know, maybe her knees are hurting over time, you know, even though she's still 27 and, you know, even many years later, she's. And we apologize. This thing still
As
went
usual,
out.
just
This
keep
thing still goes out, and I still haven't been able to figure out why.
You have to embrace the change of that.
Well, I'm about to change the phone. No, no, but we were just talking about people are constantly changing, and like Angela constantly evolving, and you have to understand that people change, and as those people change, this is the woman that I'm married to. I may not agree with all the changes, because at one point she just tooted over there and I was right here, and now she's sitting on my lap tooting. I gotta understand.
And I do it too.
Yes, she does. But embrace those changes, and as those changes come, grow with the changes. Not like I said, not every change you may like, but that's where communication comes into play. Because when you communicate and you talk things over, talk things out, even though there may be a certain situation that happened that brought about a change, and I may not understand or be aware of the situation that happened, but because I did something, she changed, and all I see is the fact that she's changing. But if we're not communicating, baby, why is it that now you do this, and before you didn't used to do that? Well, baby, you have to understand, I've recognized that you were doing this, and this, and so I started doing this. Wow, now we're communicating, now we're, on the same page. Okay, how about this? I apologize. I didn't realize that this was going on or whatever. You just communicate, because that change may be brought upon by something that I did. Like I said, I'm just using this as an example, something that I did that I was unaware of. So, communication and embracing. Communicate and embrace, and you get the cake.
I'd be a cousin.
No. You ain't putting me in jail. You ain't putting me in jail. No.
Well,
but that's all I have. Sweetheart, do you have anything else?
That's it. Just pay attention to them. Pay attention to them. We get lackadaisy a lot. Pay attention to your mate. Watch them. And then have your mindset, you're not going anywhere, he or she's not going anywhere, and focus, and when things come, you'll be able to go ahead and, either tackle them by communication or just accept it. A lot of times he just do certain things, or I do certain things, and I just go on from there. Like, whatever. Okay, that's him. That's how he does it. I'm not going to bother him with it. That's one of his flaws. I'm going to love his flaw. If it bothers me that bad, I'll just communicate. And what I've learned to do is communicate with him in a way that it's humble and submissive. Sometimes you got to wait for the right time to communicate after or, give them some food. The weight of their hearts through their stomach. So you wait for the right time to communicate, which as opposed to just coming straight for the gusto, Why you do this? Or I don't like that, or get in your mode or whatever. No, I learned to communicate. Baby, can we talk? As soon as he come to me for a minute, for an hour. For an hour, literally. As soon as he come to me and say, baby, I love you, right? I'm like, oh, Lord, what's wrong? That's it.
But you guys, I am very happy to report that I still have an A in Aology. Do I still have an A?
Yes.
Okay.
Today you do.
No, look, I still have an A in Aology even after all of these years, because like I said, I constantly observe and I constantly watch, and I just adapt to certain changes, because bodies change. So that's all we have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you missed it, or if you just joined in or what have you, make sure you go back and watch this here in its entirety, because like she said, we act silly and we have fun, but there's still a serious message to get across.
That's it.
Make sure you guys comment, like, love, share. I see a lot of loves coming up there now.
I love y'all.
Make sure you guys comment, like, love, and share, even if there's something that you disagree with. I mean, hey,
let us know.
We're open for communication.
Comment, share, visit the Divorce is Not an Option page. We love you too, Prophetess.
Yeah, make sure you guys visit our Divorce is Not an Option page. It's the Facebook page. There's plenty of marital quotes, counselings. Well, there's actually some people that we are communicating or counseling, or what have you. But
communicate and embrace.
Yes, communicate and embrace. Thank you very much. Good episode. But make sure you guys visit our Facebook page. Divorce is Not an Option. There's a lot of stuff. Make sure you stay connected with us. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in with us. We love you guys. And as always,
be blessed.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and play a little bit more of, and I'm saying it because my phone just went out and I gotta bring it back up.
You don't have to.
I want to.
Okay, well I'm gonna sit back and allow you to do that then, since that's what you want to do.
Oh, I need somebody
who will stand by me.
Oh, please stand by me through the change.
Good times and bad times. I'm on the wrong part.
Oh, yeah, it's the difference.
Whatever.
She will
Bad
always
times, whatever.
be
I love you.
right there for me. Ooh.
Oh my God. Everybody.
Oh, you ain't gonna get me. Oh, you
yeah.
you changed.
I love you.
Love you guys.